Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review and demo of the MAC paint pot in Painterly. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Okay, so I already went ahead this morning and moisturised and primed my face with the Benefit Professional Primer as usual. Don't know why I bother explaining that anymore because it's literally the only primer that I'm interested in using at the minute. So foundation wise today, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Cover Full Coverage Long Wear Foundation, and this one is in the shade Golden Sand, so that's what this one looks like. I did a review on this one, I don't know when it was, a couple of weeks ago maybe, and I wasn't overly keen on it to start off with, but the more I've used it, the more it's actually really growing on me. So I'm just going to apply that with my damp Real Technique sponge and do that in the way that I usually do. So what we're going to do is this is basically a get ready with me video. However, today I thought it'd be a good idea to test out the MAC paint pots. I picked up a MAC paint pot in a MAC haul, which I think went up, I want to say it was a couple of weeks ago. That's already on my channel anyway, so I will link that above so that you guys can go and watch it now. And yeah, I picked up one of the paint pots in the shade Painterly, and I've been dying, like I said in the haul, I've been dying to try it out for ages, and I was starting to use it underneath eyeshadow as sort of like a base, I suppose, for hopefully holding my eyeshadow on all day. So I started using it and it was great. Didn't notice that my eyeshadow was coming off at all during the day, and I thought it would be a really good idea to actually only apply it to one side and do my eyeshadow so that you can actually see whether or not it is working. So I went ahead and put some tan on this morning as well, so I'm just trying to make sure that my neck is blended in because I don't want any streaks. I already went ahead and put my brows on as well because I took Lucas to nursery this morning and I don't like taking him to nursery without my eyebrows on. I don't know if that sounds a little bit weird, but that's just me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one side of my face the way that I would usually do it. So I'm going to drag this foundation up slightly into the onto the top, sorry, of my eyelid, because that's what I used to do. I used to pull my foundation all the way up, apply it on the eyelid, and then put the eyeshadow over the top. But since I've been using the MAC paint pots, I've not been doing that. I've been leaving them blank and then just covering them with a paint pot before I put the eyeshadow on. So we're going to test both methods today. I'm going to put the foundation on the left hand side, and I'm going to go in once I've concealed with the MAC paint pot on the right hand side. So that's enough of that. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with concealer, and as usual I'm just going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20. This one's really running out. I'm trying to get all the last bits out of the bottle, and I'm just going to pop that on with my fingers, nice and quick. And again, I'm going to go in with the Real Technique sponge and just blend that in. Okay, so that's both sides concealed, forehead, nose and chin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the MAC paint pot, as I say, in the shade Painterly, and this is what the packaging for this looks like. Just a little glass container. So I'm going to apply this with my finger because that's the way that I usually do it. So as I say, I'm going to apply this on the right hand side onto my eyelid with my finger, and I'm just going to blend that in. And like I was explaining, it just gives you a really nice base for putting your eyeshadow on. Okay, so the other side, sorry, on the left hand side, that's literally just got foundation on. This side had foundation on, but now I'm also putting the paint pot on. So you can see that this side is a lot lighter than this side. I'm just going to go in with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and this is just a translucent one, with a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to pat that on all over my face, but not on top of my eyelids. Then I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Natural Bronzer. This I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush for again, and I'm just going to put this on the outside of my face, around each side. This is sort of my everyday makeup routine as well, and I do tend to get ready quite fast. I don't pull the bronzer all the way up underneath the concealer though, because I don't want these areas that I've lightened with the concealer to start looking cakey. Okay, so that is that. Now I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow. So I'm using a mixture of Makeup Geek and MAC shadows at the moment, and I just keep this is the palette that I normally carry around in my makeup bag. It's just a Z palette. I've depotted all of the eyeshadows and just for ease of use really. And I'm just going to pop this on all over my lid, just sort of as a bit of a transition really, and it does brighten up the eye. So I take that all the way up to my brow and just pull it all the way down, and it's just a really light neutral colour, this one. So it's this one here that I'm using, and it looks quite sort of white in this light. So this is the left hand side that I didn't put any of the paint pot on. I can't see in the mirror a massive difference, to be totally honest with you, at the moment in terms of pigment and coverage for the eyeshadow. Then I'm going to go in with literally one of my favourite shades. I'm not sure what shade this is. It's a MAC shade, and this is the colour of this one. This I depotted from the... What palette was this that I depotted it from? It came from the... I will have to find out what that palette was called, because I depotted the whole thing and I didn't actually label any of them, so that was super helpful. So now I've got no idea what any of the shadows are called, so I'll just have to keep hold of them and take them into the MAC store when they start running out and get the girls to match them up for me. So I'm just going to start applying this all over the lid in the crease. This is sort of just a crease colour. I'm not going to go crazy mental today with the makeup because we are going shopping and I don't need a full face of makeup. So I just throw that on with a brush, and then I go back in with the Real Techniques fluffy blending fluffy blending brush that looks like this, and I'm just going to buff that out a little bit. So having a quick look at the eyeshadow at the moment, I cannot really notice any difference, I'm not going to lie. The right side looks exactly the same as the left hand side, although it's very apparent that I do need to pluck my eyebrows because they look a bit messy today. Then I'm going to go in and just put some white eyeliner on my waterline. This is just something that I do every single day because I feel like it makes my eyes hella bright. Especially when you don't get much sleep as well. I've been staying up super late recently for no apparent reason and not getting enough sleep. Okay, now I'm just going to go back in with a really light eyeshadow just to pop on the actual lid, and I'm going to take this one. Again, this is a MAC shadow. Not the most professional makeup tutorial when Siobhan can't remember what these shades are called, but hey ho. And I'm just going to literally pop this one in the middle of my lid. This is like a really pale, light, shimmery shade as well. I absolutely love this. So I'm just going to quickly pop some mascara on. Nothing fancy about this. This is just the Primark mascara that I mentioned in another video. I'm still using it. I intend to keep using it until it runs out. It was only a few pounds, and I don't generally use that much mascara anyway because I do wear false lashes. So this is just really so that I can actually see my lash line a little bit clearer when I'm popping the falsies on. And I do tend to apply mascara after I put my false eyelashes on too, just to blend them into my own lashes again so that they're less noticeable. It was a really good idea this morning to put the washing machine on before I started filming. So I literally sat down and it started going. It sounds like a tractor or something. I don't know how to explain it. So that's my mascara on. I'm going to shoot off camera now, quickly put my eyeliner and my lashes on, and then I will be back. Okay guys, that is the rest of my face on and done. So I'm just going to have a quick look at this eyeshadow before I shoot off. Not gonna lie, at the moment I actually can't tell that much of a difference. When I was applying the eyeshadow, it looked as though the base was obviously a lot smoother and a lot clearer because it was all one colour because I'd put the paint pot over the top of my skin. Now that everything else is on, it doesn't actually look any different from the other side. So it'll be interesting to see as the day goes on if the right hand side of my eye makeup stays on longer than the left hand side. Okay guys, so that is pretty much it for this video. I am going to be wearing this makeup probably all day. I'll give you guys an update once I get home later on this evening, and we'll see how this eyeshadow on the right hand side has held up. So if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Leave me any comments as well because I do love having a chat with you a lot. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Hey guys, I am back. Really quick update. So I have just literally got changed and put my pyjamas on. I was just about to take my clothes off. Take my clothes off? What? I was just about to take my makeup off even. And I forgot that I hadn't jumped back on and let you guys know what I think about the MAC paint pot. So I've just had a quick look in the mirror, and to be totally honest, I can't actually tell any difference between this eye and this eye. They both look exactly the same. So I don't particularly think that the MAC paint pots hold the actual eyeshadow on longer than they would necessarily without. I think they just work out as a really good base. So if you're wanting a blank canvas, I suppose, to put your eyeshadow on with, then yeah, I would definitely purchase the paint pots for that sort of use. If not, I'd probably just save my money. I don't think I'd spend another, are they £18, something like that? I genuinely don't think I'd purchase another one. I do quite like it for concealing under my eyes though before I put my foundation on, but that is a different story. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button below as well. I am literally just sat here now waiting for my tanning routine video to upload. I don't know if that one's going to be up before this one or which way around it's going to be. But yeah, I wanted to vlog today when we were at the Trafford Centre. Didn't happen. I was just far too busy shopping. I bought so much makeup, it was a joke. So got some good haul video and first impressions videos to come. So make sure you hit the subscribe button or you'll probably miss those. And yeah, I will catch you guys in my next video.